Instead of recirculating, it's going to the atmosphere. That's how it's gonna look. It's set up from factory. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another in-depth car specs. Next day here, working on the car. We're taking it to the Pro Tune to get it Pro Tune in a couple days. Today we're going to be installing the HKS blow-off valve. We're going to take off the recirculating valve that comes from stock in the 2019 STI. You're not obligated to change it. You can keep it, but I just want the sound of the HKS blow-off valve, the little I don't know, how would you say it, the little sneeze, I would say. Every time you let off the gas it sneezes, so I want that for sure. Yeah, so we have the HKS blow-off valve right here. It comes with a little fitting, so you can change the sound of it. You can make it sound deeper or a little bit more of a pigeon sound or whatever. It comes with your little zip ties and rubber hose. HKS blow-off valve. This is the one that we're going to be using today. So it's the flange, so it just adapted into it. I don't have to do any modifications to it. So I open the bag up and we have this fitting here, so it won't make that pigeon sound or the sneezing sound. This is just to make it a little bit deeper. And we have this little like cap. This is, since we're going to go atmosphere, so instead of recirculating it's going to the atmosphere. This is going to be the cap that you're going to put on the hose. And this is like a little paper filter that we're going to add. But the first thing that you should do is take off these two bolts that are up here. Those are 12mm bolts. Once you take off those two, they should look something like this, as you guys see. And there should be a gasket behind it, so take that off. Little gasket. It should look like this. Now what we're gonna do is remove this clamp that's holding this hose back here. You could access this through here. You could do it with some flat nose pliers or something like that. But for now, what we could do is take off this tube. Might as well. So everything is just came off right now. I'm gonna show you guys what I did. So for this, what you guys could do is get a flathead, and you could put it in the corner so it's like super tight. You're gonna have to like probably play around with it for a little bit. But you grab it and then just push it back with the flathead, so like that. So this is how it looks a piece. The clamp, you're probably gonna have to like take it off along like way back. I had it like over here, so I couldn't take it off, so I moved it all the way. Just letting you guys know that's a big travel there. And then what I did was I got a flathead as well. And you know how when the heat actually like gets in there, it starts to stick. I got a flathead. I just pried all the way around just to unstick it from that surface, and it should come off nicely. You're gonna take a little bit, because I did take a little bit. It took like 10-15 minutes or so to take it off. Don't be scared. Now the next thing we're gonna do is install this tampon right over there. And all we're gonna do is gonna insert it and then just put the clamp over it. Once you get that installed, it should look something like this. You just sit it flush with the edge, and then just put the clamp back. Now we're gonna connect the little filter so we can have everything as soon as we put in. So that's how it's gonna look. Just letting you guys know, it does have a flat side. So there's one that's a little bit thicker. And this side is skinny, and then this side is like fat and it has like a double lump kind of. So this one's going for the fatter tube, and then the skinny one goes to the blow off. Then put your zip ties. So the way that this flange is set up from factory doesn't let you put the bolt in, so what you could do is just move it with your hand. It's a little tight. See, we moved it, and just put the bolt in and then put it back on, and you should be good to go. So don't forget your gasket and then the bolts. I'm gonna put them in right now. I did move it before putting in, so what I did, I put the bolt and then I moved the flange, so I won't have to move it over here, because it's a little bit harder to move it around here in this area. Guys, I think that I noticed, and it bothers me a little bit, it was touching here, so what I did was I loosened this bolt and this one right here, What I did is I moved the bracket just a little bit to the side so it won't touch that part. I had the paper filter up here. I didn't like how it looked. So what I did was I unloosened those 2 bolts a little bit. And then what I did is I moved it and it just goes through the middle. I'm going to put it back here instead so it won't be out there in the view. Doesn't look good up there. Anyway, so that's how it looks. You guys can see, you can barely see the paper filter is hidden back there. But and that's how you install an HKS blow-up valve. Obviously I'm not going to turn on the car because I'm adding all these mods, and I don't want to turn it on because I don't have the map yet. So as soon as we get the car tuned, you guys can hear the blow-off valve. It's going to sound amazing. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that. Please like, subscribe, and until next time, peace guys.